guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Janae. I run a blog called High Low Luxe and I focus on luxury, beauty, fashion, and travel. Today I am doing a collab video. I'm collaborating with one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Brittany. She runs a YouTube channel called Pocketsandbows, and we are doing our top 5 most worn luxury items. So we thought this would be really fun to share with you guys what our top 5 are. Also our first ever luxury purchase. I actually still have mine. And lessons learned over the years as we've both been shopping luxury for quite some time. So I will link her channel below. Make sure after you watch this video you head over to her channel and see what her top 5 are. But without further ado, we're gonna get started. Okay, so for my first ever luxury purchase, it is right here. This is a Chanel camera bag and it is gold. This is super vintage. I actually bought this at a luxury consignment store back home where I'm from in St. Louis, Missouri, and I love it. I think this was only that's relative, I want to say $1,100, and it is the camera bag style. So it has a little flap compartment here, and then it just opens and it's stuffed right down, but it's just like a big hole inside. I'll show you guys. So that is what it looks like inside, and it is just, I love vintage because the quality is so much better. This is real gold plated hardware. I believe anything before 2008, and then after that it's just the color gold, but even like the weight of the handle is just like so nice. So this was my first purchase. This is where I was bit by the bug, and here we are. So now we're gonna jump into my top 5 most used. So first up, I'm gonna start with this Louis Vuitton, I believe it's a toiletry pouch. And this is the biggest size. I got this on Fashion File, of course. They have great deals for like Louis Vuitton luggage pieces or like cosmetic cases and stuff like that. Again, I mentioned in my last video, but if you just go on there and type in what you're looking for, search low to high, and then just make sure you read the description to see the wear and tear. But I got this on there, and this is my most used because of its versatility. So it's a cosmetic pouch or toiletry pouch. So I do use this when I travel, but also anytime I have a larger bag. I kind of like drop this inside to like my YSL tote, and even my Celine luggage. I will put this inside of it, and then I'll just put like all of my necessities, my wallet, lotion, all that stuff in here, so it's not like a big mess inside of a bigger bag. So I use this as kind of like a catch-all. I use it when I travel, and then if I want, I also use it like just as a clutch if I'm going out or if I'm like running errands during the day and I don't want to take like a huge bag. I did just put this on the end. This is just a fur puff that I got from a furrier in Montreal, I believe. Yeah. But you can accessorize if you want, or you can leave it plain, but this is definitely my most used. I've had this for about 2 years now. And again, because it's canvas, like the wear and tear, it looks fine, even though this is like really old. I bought it used and I've used it a ton, but definitely one of my most. All right, next up, my second most used luxury item is going to be my beloved and controversial Louis Vuitton Archlights. I love these tennis shoes, and I wear them, specifically the monogram print. I do have 2 pair. I have the neon ones, which I don't wear as much just because obviously they don't go with as much. This is the neutral pair. It's just white with the monogram canvas, and they go with everything. I wear these when I travel to the airport. I wear them with dresses. I wear them even in the winter. They were really good because they're almost like boots. They're so big. Like you can like trek through snow, and the wear and tear has been really good. Like you can see these still look pretty bright white, and I've had mine I think since last October, so 8 or 9 months, and yeah, they still look pretty good. I use a magic eraser to just like wipe them down, maybe like every couple of times I wear them, not even every time, and I haven't washed the laces or anything yet either, and they still look pretty good. So I love these. They're super comfortable. Mine are in a 38.5. I'm typically a 38. So I did also get these on Fashion File because when I finally realized I wanted them, they were sold out everywhere, and I was just stalking every site every day, and I found them in 38.5, and I was like, I'll take it. So, and they work fine. My other pair I did get in a 38. So these I just have to like tie the laces a little tight, but it's not too bad, especially because like I usually wear socks with these. But definitely a great purchase, super versatile. Okay, next, luxury purchase that is my most used are actually a pair of sunglasses. And these are the, they're super dusty. These are the Porsche design sunnies, and they're in like the biggest size. I want to say the lens size is at 69, I want to say. Don't quote me, but I'll link them below. And I have had these for probably at least 4 years. I'll show you what they look like on. They're just, I love them. And what's great about these are pricey, not gonna lie. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But the lenses are interchangeable, so whenever you get bored, so you can see like they have the gold in them now. They come with 2 sets of lenses when you buy them. They come with, you can choose, but I think mine originally came with like a dark brown and a light blue. And then you can buy additional frames, or lenses, sorry. And I think they're like $70 for an extra set of lenses. So I probably have like 5 different lenses that I can put in and out of here. So, you know, if it can, you can change it to go with your outfit. So I feel like that's really great for cost per wear. Right now I have this gold lens in here, which is just like super summery and a little extra. I'm not gonna lie, a little extra. And I'll show you what it looks like with the dark pair in there too, so you can see what the versatility. So this is with the brown lens in, which is a little more kind of like incognito, toned down. Still so cute. And mine are gold frames. And then I'll show you another lens, but this is just like such a good bang for your buck. I want to say these are like, when I bought them, I think they were $500, and I think the price has went up since then. But again, like it's an aviator frame, so it's never goes out of style. It's trendless. This is like a fun, colorful pair. But you definitely get, I think, your money's worth. So that is one of my best purchases. Definitely for the longevity and cost per wear. I'll probably have these forever. Okay, next best purchase or most used purchase is going to be its bag. And this is a Chanel medium flap. And this is in like a really pretty like hunter green kind of color, and it is in patent leather. And this was also a fashion file purchase, but I wanted to share this one because this is not a color I was looking for. This was more of like a deal that I found, and I knew that this was like a bag that I would get a lot of use out of. I knew I already liked Chanel flaps, but I found this for, I want to say $1,600, and for Chanel flap they usually go for between $5,000 and $7,000. So that was a great deal for this bag. And this color is such a great neutral. So that's why I wanted to share it, because I wear it during the winter. It looks great with like tans and cream and black, but also in the summer. I could wear it with this. It looks great with white. It looks nice with like bright colors. So this was just a surprising neutral that happened to go with everything. I wasn't sure when I bought it. I knew it was pretty and I liked it, but I'm really surprised of how much wear I've gotten out of this. And again, it's just a regular, it's a double flap. It's stuffed, and it just has the back pocket, but I suggest always just being open-minded. Of course, make sure you know like what you wear if you don't wear bright colors, or if you don't wear anything that you think this would go with. But when you're looking, especially on the pre-loved market, sometimes you have to be a little flexible. So just think about like if you just want black or cream, obviously those are going to be more expensive. So just keep an open mind with like other colors that could also be neutrals, because this has been like one of my most used bags, and I've had it for about 2 years now, and I'm always so surprised how much I wear it and how much I reach for it. So okay, next up we're gonna go back to shoes, and this is gonna be my Gucci Princetown loafers in the kind of like off-white color. And mine, I don't even want to show you the inside because they are like literally like worn to death. It's kind of gross. But I've had these for a year. I got them last summer, and these are my most used loafers. I have 3 pair of loafers. I definitely of Gucci loafers, and I definitely wear these the most. They are so cute in summer. Like I would wear these with this dress if I just like wanted to walk around and like wanted to be comfortable if I was going to the mall or something. And they're like dressy enough that they still make your outfit look nice, but like more comfortable than tennis shoes. This is the most comfortable shoe I own. I tested out like cheaper loafers just to make sure this was a style I would wear, and these just don't compare. Like the leather is just buttery soft. They are so comfortable. They just mold to your foot, and again, timeless, classic. And the wear and tear hasn't been horrible. I have a few scuffs here, but again, I wear them all the time, and the color is so light and they still look pretty good. I'll insert a picture of like how I style them, but this was such a good purchase. And these are, I want to say $7.90 or $6.90. I can't, something like that. But again, I'll link these below. I'll see if I can find any pre-loved, but for shoes, I don't usually buy pre-loved unless it's just something I can't find, because you usually don't get that much of a deal and other people's feet are in them. So, but again, these were a great purchase. Okay guys, last most worn luxury item, and then we'll move on to kind of my lessons learned over the years. And last is another pair of sunnies, and these are my Fendi round frames, and I'll show you what they look like on, and I'll insert some clips too, just with better lighting. But I love these sunglasses. I bought these last summer in Paris, and I had been searching for them, and they were like sold out everywhere, and I just walked into a store. I think it was the Galerie Lafayette. I walked in there and they had like a little Fendi, you know, like store in store, and they were just right there on the shelf. They had 2 pair. And I was like, yes, I'll take them. Please, hurry up. And I'll wear them out. Don't even wrap them. I'll wear them. But these I've worn so much. I love them because the quality is really nice, but they're really light. I hate when glasses are like really heavy and like leave an indent on your nose. These are really light, and they also stay on really well. Like they don't slip around. I have kind of a small head, so usually I have an issue with sunglasses like staying put. So I love wearing these, especially if I'm gonna like be outside all day or somewhere where I want to have my sunglasses on all day. I always wear these because they're just so lightweight, they're so comfortable, and they're so chic. So this was definitely a best purchase for sure, because I've worn them loads and I'm still not sick of them. I mean, the Fendi logo right now is just on trend and not nonstop, and I adore these. I adore these. Okay, let's move on to my lessons learned. I have a few, not too many. Okay, let's get into my lessons learned, and I actually wrote them down because they're 3, but I think they're very important and I didn't want to miss anything. So my first lesson is to make a list. So if you don't know this, I do have a blog, and every year I do a luxury wish list of what the things that I'm hoping for, you know, aspiring to purchase, and I try to make sure I stick to that list. So I say make a list so you don't get distracted, 1, by trends, and then 2, by sales or deals. So anytime I see something that wasn't on my list, I always pull up my list and think to myself, okay, if I buy this thing, do I want it more than this thing on my list, right? So you know, if I see something that I want to buy frivolously, like I didn't plan for, and it's just like spur of the moment, you know, you didn't think about it, do I want this more than all the things on my list, or one of the things on my list that I made at the beginning of the year that I know like are classic pieces, or I wrote them down for a reason? Do I want this thing more? Usually it's no, and I'd rather save that money I was gonna spend and put it towards that thing on my wish list. So that is my first tip. My second tip or lesson learned is to test out a cheaper version of what you want to buy. So I talked about with the Gucci loafers, I think I bought a pair of like loafer slides from Target, and just to see if like I would actually wear that style, and I wore them to death, like literally wore them off, they were falling apart. So that helped me realize like, oh, okay, I would actually wear those a lot, so let me go ahead and invest in a pair instead of like buying something and then it turns out it doesn't fit into your lifestyle, you don't wear it as much as you want, or you know, thought you would, or you don't like it as much as you thought you would. So many different variables. So I always suggest like buy a dupe first. Like people, it doesn't have to be like a replica of something, but it can be something that's inspired by a designer item. At least you can test it out. So that is my second tip. Lastly, don't settle for a deal. Get what you really want. So a great example is when I knew I wanted the YSL tote, which I will insert my review on that because I have it. But when I knew I wanted that, I just didn't want to spend the money. Just didn't want to spend it. So I bought a Armani little beach bag, and I'll insert, I think I did a vlog or get ready with me, and it shows when I bought that, which it's super cute, and it was like a third of the price. And I was like, okay, I'll just get this for the beach instead of that tote. We both know I obviously still got the tote, right? So that was $300 that I could have just saved and put towards the YSL tote instead of, you know, trying to just settle for a deal, because I found that bag at an outlet mall and I was like, okay, this will suffice, this will be fine. But it wasn't. I was still yearning for that tote that I knew I really wanted. So don't settle for the deals. Just save that money that you would have spent and put it towards what you really want. Okay guys, that is it. Those are my 5 most worn luxury items. Again, thank you so much for watching. I will link Brittany's channel below. Make sure you go over and check her out and see what her 5 most worn luxury items are. If you stuck around this long, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you never miss a video. Also check me out on Instagram, HIGHLOWLUXXE, and read my blog, HIGHLOWLUXXE.com. As always, thank you so much for stopping by. See ya.